Hey guys, welcome back. It's Limitless. So before we get going into it, remember to go ahead and like and subscribe. Otherwise, I guess, you're just going to stop watching the video because you're bored and never know what the strategy is. Alright guys. So, we're on floor 350 right now. I've been taking a break, playing some Resident Evil 8 and all that, but today, we've got our little strat here. We're going to use Earth Shatter, Poison Dart Towers, 2 different proton beams, and we're using the Lightning Strikes aura. Now, what we got going on here, I have weaker than usual flame auras right now, so I'm using them kind of in a few different places for some flyers and all that, but over here we're kind of ignoring this lane because it's just a Timmy lane. So it's also why the map isn't built out all the way, because it's Timmy's, Anyway, so the way this is right now, this costs 200 DU for this, 180 if you omit the Lightning Strikes aura. So let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do here and run the last wave. Got some bosses coming in this time. And I just kind of want to let you guys see how it's working out here. And I will explain when we get back why this is a switch strategy, because, there's a lot you can do. Yeah, the Timmies are going down, flyers too. That's what's good over there. I have headstrong assassins here that I should be paying attention to, but I wasn't, so oops. I could just kind of sit back here and let you guys watch a bit. You guys can see this really, especially in ones where you've got heavy mobs, it really causes heavy congestion in the lanes. And these guys, they have Unstoppable too. Both of these lanes have Unstoppable, I believe. So that way they can't be slowed down, but they can be stunned. Oh, I didn't even see that. Thanks, appreciate it. Oh, I should be catching him, but oh well. You know how Dreadbones is, he sprints sometimes. You just gotta be watching out for these things, and let's be honest here, I'm really not. Oh, he doesn't want to come in for it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to catch these problems. You guys can see, it's nice. It causes a lot of, excuse me, it causes a lot of congestion in lanes and all that to give you ample time to do whatever. I just didn't want to be supplying, like endless hero DPS and stuff like that, or max building out the lanes or whatever. So we'll go ahead and move on, and we'll head to the tavern here, and I'll show you guys why this is a switch strategy, and the things that you can kind of do here to make your lives a little bit easier. Now, I should mention, this strategy right now is not optimized. Like, even one of my proton beams are still C7, so they're not perfect by any means, and that's because I kind of like it this way, but the other way is a little bit more useful in some ways. So what I was doing there, I'm just going to build whatever and just kind of show you. Okay, I just need some kind of EV2 here. That'll work fine. Okay. So essentially, we're doing it like... that would be one proton beam, this would be another. And I'll show you those beams after this too. I'm just showing you the basic idea here. And then we've got that, and we've got this. So you can see that's a 200 DU setup. And now then, to get through it here, the ones I was using this flame aura right here. I was using this LSA. That way I was using destructive to buff these out. And then this is where it's really not optimized. I was using this proton beam, which is stronger than the other one. And you can see I have a storm servo on it. And I'm using this one over here that has a water servo on it. So that way we're getting our drench in there, they're getting some kind of extra slows in there. They both have yielded frosty beams. That's very important. And I did overcap the rates on them. That way they're not going to slow down from frosties or whatever like that. So, and that does take away from some of the DPS, but obviously it's frosty protection. Higher up you're going to find lots of those. Oh yeah, there it is. That's my Earth Shatter tower I was using. That's currently what I'm doing right now. I've been too lazy to switch some stuff. Other ones I just don't mention that I switch certain things because I'm not showing them off right now. Where is she? There she is. There's my Huntress. This is what I'm using right now. I do have a better Piercer relic, but that's okay. Now, how this can change up a bit too is that you can make this cheaper if you were to omit this and then use your previous reflect beam build that you had before patch. I'm not making it pretty, I'm just showing you. Essentially that brings it down to 180 DU and you still have your buffer in here. Now your actual old one with the Shattering torpedo and all that would be giving you earth damage here. So that would be still stacking with this to cause your petrify, and you're still getting your electrocute, but now this would be getting buffed by your LSA. Now if you wanted to change that up, you're at 180 right now, which is perfect. But you could come over and say, you know what, let's just do that real quick. You could instead use an explosive trap in here somewhere. Let's see here. Yeah, that would be fine. Now if you wanted, you could even move this further up, and you could put the explosive trap between that and the beams to get your damage early. But it's whatever you want to do. You could use it for destructive as well, or not. And now if you don't care about that, or you don't have it, or whatever, you know, it's not ready, but maybe you have... switch characters. But maybe you have a boost aura. Guess what? Now you're back to 200, and you can still buff everything, but if you got the slow on it, say you've got grasp on or whatever, you got some range, you can add an additional slow along with the buff to everything else around here. Now, maybe you're strange, you know, and you decide, I want to go ahead and use a flame aura. You can do that. It's going to put you to 190, and you could choose whether or not to destructive it. That's pretty much how the switch goes here, guys. We're trying to alternate a few things here, but still keep our 4 elements in, so you've got 2 actual stun combos, and you've got double stuns from these, because they have, again, the frosty beams. You can see right there. Frosty beam. It is gilded, 2.2 stun, as well as it's got the ascension in it. So it's got that additional slow. That's pretty much what this strat is, guys. It is a lot of utility, but still obviously some firepower in there. Let's go ahead and switch to the actual proper proton you guys can see. I'm not sure if you guys can tell it was lagging right there. 448k right there. With no buffs on it or whatever, I don't have any of that going on. And then of course, as it is right now, I've got the Poison Dart Tower at almost 3 mil. And I've got the Earth Shatter at almost 8. Now this is not optimized, guys. I just wanted to give you guys something to think about. Obviously you can see that even on 350 plus it does work. So I hope this helps you out, guys. Remember, please leave a like and a subscribe. It does help the channel. And we will see you next time. God bless.